the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch. Was the TD Jakes at the Diddy party?
Yeah.
What'd I say? Money.
Right.
And sex.
I'm not gonna let the rain stop me, I'm not gonna let the weather stop me, and I'm sure not gonna let the lions stop me. I'm gonna get...
We all know that T.D. Jakes is a prominent pastor, author, and filmmaker, right? However, right now, he is in the headlines for being a staple at Diddy's parties. Recent allegations against Diddy has forced people to be skeptical of people closely associated with Diddy. The word has it that Jakes was participating in the illegal activities Rodney Jones mentioned in his complaint. Let's dive into this latest controversy that has a pastor and a potential ST on the same page. T.D. Jakes and Diddy. In the last few months, Diddy, who has been accused of multiple civil lawsuits accusing him of ST, SA, and R. However, he has denied any involvement in such activities. Well, no one is taking his denial seriously, and on the contrary, whistleblowers like Jaguar has been dropping key pieces of information regarding his recreational activities, if you know what I mean. And right now, there is a fierce debate going on right now online regarding Bishop T.D. Jakes, who has been accused of intimate acts with other guys at parties given by P. Diddy. Listen, the thing is, T.D. Jakes has been a very visible public attendant at Diddy's parties, so there is no way he can escape the tirade of allegations made against P. Diddy. Although no allegations directly target Jakes, but it's the activities that took place during those events that has people speculating. Now, Diddy parties have been infamous for being on the wild side for years, but ever since Diddy has been dragged into lawsuits with allegations involving laced drinks and underage women, things were put into perspective to say the least.
He's a sucker. He's got guns and he's got semen-coated VHS tapes.
Recently, the pictures of T.D. Jakes with P. Diddy at parties are blowing up and raising many eyebrows. Diddy was accused of S.A.ing singer Cassie Ventura, and the word has it that she has allegedly turned over a flash drive and video to the FBI that incriminates Jakes as participating in gay intimacy with men and young boys. Anyway, you might not remember that Cassie's December complaint claimed that Jakes was participating in S parties hosted by Combs in unverified reports on social media. Well, Jakes responded to the reports in a Christmas Eve service at the Potter's house, saying, "The worst that could happen. If everything was true, all I got to do is repent sincerely from my heart. There is enough power in the blood to cover all kinds of sin. I don't care what it is. The blood would fix it. But I ain't got to repent about this." Not only that, Jakes was also mentioned in the Rodney Jones lawsuit. The complaint alleged that Jones has irrefutable evidence of Combs detailing how he planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop T.D. Jakes to soften the impact on his public image of Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. You might be wondering that Jakes' appearance at Diddy's parties might just be a cleansing technique, but that the reports reflect otherwise. You see, as a result of attending those infamous parties, Jakes got a sermon series at Diddy's network, Revolt TV. And we all know what people have to do to get such big projects from Diddy. Back in 2021, Diddy announced a brand new exclusive sermon series on the network that will be hosted by global Christian leader Bishop T.D. Jakes, under the disguise of reaching the young audience of the channel. At that time, Jakes said, "This partnership with Revolt is a great opportunity to further expand our reach to a younger generation. In the last year or two, many young people have been adversely affected by a mix of economic woes and a pandemic both here in the United States and around the world. I'm looking forward to an allegiance that engages with this unique audience while also empowering and uplifting them." Anyway, his support for Diddy and his network was allegedly money-based, because Jakes allegedly turned on his word as soon as Diddy had to step down from his position as chairman. You see, in the wake of Cassie's lawsuit, Diddy claimed that he wanted to do the right thing by stepping down as allegations leveled against him were affecting his network's reputation. Jakes gave a speech during one of his sermons in an attempt to clear his name. He said, "I didn't come to convince you or nobody, because I know who I am. That is not what this is about. You can think about whatever you want to think. I came to do my job. I came to prothesis, as I was commanded. I came to hear the Master say, 'Well done, thou good and faithful servant. I will not use this sacred day at this sacred pulpit to address a lie when I have a chance to preach the truth.'" And believe it or not, this is not the first or second time Jakes has tried to clear his name off his involvement in Diddy's scandal. When the first allegations came out, Jakes tucked himself away and resorted to release a statement through a spokesperson. The statement claimed that the allegations regarding Jakes were unequivocally false and baseless. But the fans believe that there might be more things at play. You see, it might be possible that Diddy might have spilled the beans to the feds regarding the bishop, and that's why Jakes is issuing statements left and right. One of the fans commented, "Y'all talking about Meek and Diddy when y'all need to be wondering where TD Jakes is at. And why now the Shade Room is posting on the Diddy situation knowing TD Jakes is tied to the allegations. Ask yourself if his mentor/friend turned on him and made a deal to save his empire." Not only that, it is said that Larry Reid has been issuing unofficial tidbits regarding the situation, revealing that Jakes has a week to respond to an intent to file by a prophet Manasseh, who is allegedly claiming that he was conditioned and taken advantage of by Jakes.
You won't catch me partying with Diddy. I ain't TD Jakes. And Kirk Franklin's getting the call there because he fake. I was in Tokyo getting in them scriptures. You can go ask Jay. Hey,
Jaguar Wright. Okay, so Jaguar Wright has been one of the few consistent whistleblowers who cracked the code to Diddy's antics from the very beginning and has been calling him out ever since. Now that all the allegations have been proven to be right, people have been trying to get in contact with her. Jaguar revealed that on the day of the raid, she got a lot of attention. However, the higher-ups backing Diddy did not want Jaguar to come to light, so they tried to threaten her into keeping her voice down by alleging that she was emotionally vulnerable and wanted to eliminate herself. She has claimed that she had been to Diddy's parties multiple times, and she knew full well about the filthy shenanigans that go on at these parties. Now, before you fault her for attending the parties, Jaguar explained that since she was an industry insider, no one used to stop her for entering, and guess what? She used to walk people out of that place so they didn't fall prey to Diddy's schemes. She also alleged that high doses of substances were given to the attendees of the party that were illegal.
Three powerful and full coloring.
Jaguar claimed that she had known that Cassie would come forward long before it really happened. She revealed that although she and Cassie have not seen each other in person, she is close with people around Cassie who allegedly informed Cassie's intentions to her. You might not believe it, but Jaguar has actually known about the deets of Cassie's relationship with Diddy before the lawsuit came out, and she had spilled the beans to another Hollywood journalist, Storm Monroe. Since Jaguar is an insider, she was also a part of the Diddy party, as she used to work closely with Jay-Z, but she revealed that she was there to connect the dots. She explained that the only thing that is going on at the Diddy party is just wild intimacy. She alleged that Diddy would have people in compromising positions due to the facilities he provided, and then he would catch them on tape and later allegedly use it to his advantage. And by the way, these freak-off parties are much more common than many of you might think. You see, according to Jaguar, these parties were the ticket to success for most of the up-and-coming rappers and entertainers. On top of that, Jaguar explained that Young Jock was one of the people who spoke truth regarding Diddy's activities. For those who don't remember, Jock was the one who revealed the real story behind Cassie's iconic cut. Young Jock said to him, Diddy and Cassie were in a club, and Diddy saw one of the dancers with her head half shaved. Diddy turned to Cassie and said, I want your hair like that. Young Jock questioned Cassie about it, and she said, I do whatever Sean tells me to do. You all know that recently Keefe D, the man who had unabashedly claimed involvement in Tupac's demise for years, was finally apprehended sometime last year. But what he's revealed is nothing short of astonishing, as he alleged that Diddy masterminded the entire operation, supposedly paying Keefe D a jaw-dropping $1 million to orchestrate the tragic fate of Tupac. Now, it might not be far from the truth that Sean Combs is indeed panicking on the inside.
There was supposed to be $1 million that Zip was supposed to bring back, but he ended up keeping the money and buying a nightclub with it.
That's what the FBI said.
The FBI said that.
Yeah.
You guys never got any money
Never.
for anything.
Keefe repeatedly alleged that Diddy was dead set on elimination, and he found Diddy's urgency crazy. That was stupid as hell. He said he'd give us anything for these guys' heads, you know, and he said it in front of all those people. I couldn't believe it when he told me. I said I wanted $1 million. But the things have come full circle as Jaguar revealed that if the trial went the way she expected, Diddy might be forced to allegedly admit his involvement.
PPD trial has the potential to force Sean Combs to finally be honest about some things that he hasn't been.
After Jaguar revealed Diddy's alleged connection to Tupac's demise, she explained that the media outlets did not report the whole raid. You see, Jaguar claimed that unlike what the media has led us to believe, Diddy's New York house was also raided that day. She alluded that the feds might have wanted to keep their New York visit a secret. Jaguar's contacts in the armed forces claimed that the feds had not informed the officers who were participating in the raid that they were paying a visit to Diddy's mansions. Fans believe that it may be since Diddy had ears everywhere. Sources claim that the feds wanted to cuff up Diddy right after the raid, but Diddy had been long gone before they arrived. And get this, Tupac was not the only person who was allegedly sacrificed at the hands of Diddy. Jaguar alleged that there is a whole list of redacted rappers who were far more talented than the current rappers, but they were taken out one way or another. One of the rappers on the said list is Big L. Jaguar claimed that Diddy allegedly lent his resources to Jay-Z in order to eliminate Big L. In an old interview, she said, "Sean Carter, I believe everything that Big L ever told me. He never lied to me. Lamont never lied to me. And the last time I was with him, he told me that you was going to try to unalive him. He told me not to trust you. He told me to watch out for you. And he told me that your greatest sin is coveting, Sean Carter. You're a coveter. I have no doubt in my mind that it was you that sent the shooter to shoot Beanie Siegel as soon as he got home. His mother was so terrified we had to show at the TLA." Diddy raid and lawsuits. Okay, so Diddy's downfall began when in November 2023, Sean Combs was accused of R&A by his former partner, recording artist Cassie. The singer filed a civil complaint in federal court on November 16th in New York City, alleging that Combs R'd her and physically aided her, including instances of beating her throughout the course of their relationship. Ventura was allegedly held down by Mr. Combs and endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands. The complaint further alleged that Combs blew up the car of rapper Kid Cudi after Combs learned that he was romantically interested in Ventura. In a statement to the New York Times, a spokesperson for Ms. Cudi confirmed the account, saying that it was all true. Well, even though Diddy settled one day after Ventura filed, the damage was done. The lawsuit spurred many other victims to come forward with their allegations. In one civil suit, Joy Dickerson Neal alleged that Combs D'd and essayed her in 1991 when she was a college student. The lawsuit's complaint sought restitution specifically for injuries she had suffered as a result of being D'd, essayed, and A'd, and being the victim of revenge corn that Sean allegedly created and distributed. Well, there are many from where these two came from. The music mogul Sean Diddy Combs was paid a surprise visit by the United States federal agents at 2 homes belonging to him. The investigation is being led by Homeland Security in New York, where a lawsuit was filed against Combs by his former girlfriend last year, accusing him of ST. In a statement issued by HSI, they did not elaborate on the nature of its investigation. However, it has jurisdiction to investigate the illegal movement of people, goods, money, technology, and contraband, including ST. The most probable cause of the Diddy raid is the slew of intimacy crimes leveled against him in a range of lawsuits. Aaron Dyer, Combs' attorney, released a statement saying any speculation about the raids leads to a premature rush to the judgment of Mr. Combs. He asserted that the over-the-top military-level search, which was conducted at Combs' properties, showed hostility towards his client. He claimed that Combs' employees and family members were subjected to harsh behavior without any provocation. In addition to that, he tried to clean Combs' name as much as possible. He claimed that since Combs was never detained but spoke to and cooperated with authorities, he is not guilty by any means. He explained that despite media speculation, neither Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. Not only that, but he asserted that there has been no findings of criminal or civil liability with any of the allegations. However, his claims have been nothing but lip service, as the rumors of Diddy being involved in shady business have been around for years. And for the public, the raid was paramount to an admission of guilt. Not to mention multiple brands and businesses have decided to distance themselves from him or fully cut ties. And ironically, his Revolt channel was the first one to do so. Back in November, Combs had to step down from his chairman position temporarily. Although it was a precautionary measure, the network still released a tough statement asserting that he was not part of the day-to-day operation of the channel. The statement read, Sean Combs has stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt. While Mr. Combs has previously had no operational or day-to-day role in the business, this decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people throughout this country and the African diaspora. Our focus has always been one that reflects our commitment to the collective journey of Revolt, one that is not driven by any individual, but by the shared efforts and values of our entire team on behalf of advancing, elevating, and championing our culture, and that continues. On top of that, at least 18 companies have distanced themselves from Diddy's recently launched e-commerce website, Empower Global, a marketplace for Black-owned businesses. The site was designed to function like Amazon, where sellers would pay a certain monthly subscription to operate on the platform. Hulu also scrapped a reality series centered on Diddy and his 7 children in the wake of the lawsuits against him. Let's not forget the public tuition-free charter school that was co-founded by Diddy decided to cut ties with him last November. They claimed that they had reached the conclusion after a comprehensive evaluation of the allegations made by Cassie. Apart from that, fans believe that Jakes is panicking as his real face has been exposed for the world to see. The fact that he's making all these excuses and thinks they sound credible just shows the power and protection he thinks he has. He has built himself up in his head so much, and his followers have put him on such a pedestal, that he thinks wholeheartedly that this sounds like a reasonable explanation. He thinks people are beneath him and stupid. It's sickening. This is what happens when you play in God's face. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more of your favorite celebrity content.